This is juicy. Chatelaine asked just over 1,000 Canadian women a bunch of nosy questions about love, sex, work, guilt, money, and ambition. Today, Chatelaine's editor-in-chief, Lianne George, joins us with some of the eye-opening results. This is the second annual list.
It is.
And it's such an interesting look into how women are feeling. Why did you choose the demographic of 35 to 45 for the sample?
We thought that the age of 40 is such a smack dab in the middle time of life. It's an incredibly busy time. So you've got, got people juggling family, juggling home, work, parents, your own personal health and trying to keep on top of your, fitness and things like that. So we felt like it's such a busy time for women. It was a great time to stop and reflect and kind of ask women sort of, we're very curious about each other's lives.
Yeah.
So I think it's an opportunity to sort of say, what do other women feel and what are other women thinking?
Were they anonymous?
The survey was anonymous.
Okay, because that's how you can look at how honest they were being, right?
This is it.
Okay, so the first one is, and this is 40-ish is what it's called, which I love. 60% of women in relationships fantasize about being single.
Yeah.
Really?
That was surprising.
That's daunting.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's sad.
I don't know what you make of it. I thought that it had probably something to do with the fact that people have been in relationships for 15, 20 years in some cases at this point. And then partly I think it's just because people are so busy, I think people kind of yearn for a sense of freedom. And I think that's maybe what they're thinking of when they're thinking of their single life. I think it's just the ability to do what you want when you want.
Or maybe it's the fact that they want their husbands to help them out more, which we'll get into a little bit when it comes to housework.
Yeah.
25% of women lie about partner's fashion sense.
Right. So this year we were really focused on, we were really interested in the secret lives of women this year. We had so much fun doing it last year that this year we were trying to figure out, what do women secretly think and feel and lie about? So their partner's fashion sense was surprisingly one of the top things that people they lie about.
Like
to
lying
their partner.
how? Like saying,
you look good.
Oh.
That works for you. But yeah, or like, I don't mind when you wear a jersey to, dinner or whatever it is. But
or that you don't own a suit and yet we're going to a wedding again.
Exactly.
Right.
So that is something that women tend to lie about. The biggest thing that women tend to lie to their partners about is money.
Okay. Okay, here's another really interesting result. 50% of women felt ashamed at the amount of screen time kids get. It's that guilt.
Yeah. There's a lot of parental guilt. We were trying to figure out, what is the thing that you do as a parent? What is your sort of secret parenting shame? And the biggest one for sure was screen time. I think people feel that, we all sort of default to screen time when things get busy, you're trying to make dinner. And I think we have a sense that, kids are just, their faces are planted in the screen.
But at least it's a lot of educational and fun stuff. I mean, growing up, we would just sit in front of the TV. You do what you can as a parent.
You do what you
This one is interesting.
Yeah.
Gentlemen out there, 73% of the women said they do the majority of the cleaning in the relationship. That's a lot. That is a huge percentage.
I find that a lot, and I can't say that that's the case in my house at all. So I think it's disappointing. I do wonder too if we asked men, a survey of men, the same question,
what would they say?
If we'd get the same answer.
So I'm hearing there needs to be more communication with your partner. More communication, less resentment, more what can we do to love and help one another rather than resent one another?
I think so, because I think, clearly when you're talking about people, what do people secretly think and do? These are the places where people feel like they can't have conversations. And so that's kind of what we wanted to do is break open these conversations.
Thanks for sharing some of them with us. Check it out online at for Chatelaine magazine. BreakfastTelevision.ca has the link right now. Over to Cav.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Lianne.